This is a funny thing. It's a bit of wood. It fell apart. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So now it's going to do its little thingy over there. Let me prepare myself for that. Bath jelly is going to go in there. Yeah, I think that should be fine. And bubble bath balls. I've got the mold somewhere. Where are they? Not in there and not in there. Oh, that's interesting. Ready for the do? Oh, okay. Why did you just say so? Oh.
Challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you see, you get, okay, don't be shaking it too much, it will never separate. Thank you, that's enough. Yeah, she's just too dedicated. Thank you. Okay, now, what would be the question that somebody would ask me regarding that? Come on. It's an obvious question about the shaking and the emulsifying. Come on, it's an obvious question.
Can you shake too much?
No, that one, no, you can't shake too much. It'll just take 3 days to separate. What else? Come on.
Gives a nice form on the top.
No, the blender. Can we do it in the blender?
Oh, how to do it,
thank God for that. Well, you could potentially, but it puts a lot of air into it. And so what happens is that you then fill it into your bottle, and it does separate, and then you discover your bottle's only 3 quarters full because it was full of air. So the best way is to do it in there, fill it so that you know that the contents are the right amount of contents. Then shake it by hand. It's not too bad. And then you just want to separate. Okay. Now, bouncing bubble balls. Fine. The only thing about it is that they're a little bit tricky to package. In that they've got gelatin in them. So they're not one of these suffocated because they will sweat and or if you don't package them, they get rock hard. So hard that you could put them in a swimming pool for a month and they wouldn't dissolve. So you've kind of got to catch them, and this is the point. You make them, you leave them to dry for about, hopefully it's not too rainy, right? But you leave them to dry, let's say 2 days. And then you package them in PVC boxes, because PVC boxes aren't completely sealed, they've still got space to breathe. And so they can stay in there for like many months, because they don't harden in there and they don't sweat in there. Okay? Right. The mold is just a mold, I think, with like, six halves. Okay? And so what I do is I cut it around, and then I cut like a piece out here. Yeah? Sylvia, you're so quiet, I didn't even know you're there. Okay? And then we use some bulldog clips just to put it together. Now, when you're doing that, what's important is this. So when you're stationing your bulldog clips, apart from getting it so that it's nice and tight and everything, make sure that your 2 bottom ones are standing. So that when you do your little story, okay. So we'll do a few because I don't remember how many come out of the mixture. Does somebody made these before? Yes, no? No? None of this, none of that? Oh, that wasn't brave of you. You should have been brave. But now, let me just say, they don't have to be balls. I mean, they're quite fun for kids. You know what I mean? I mean, they actually bounce and they bubble ball. They are stunning. But you don't have to do that. You can get a nice rose mold that's 3D. Any of your 3D molds, you can make like this. So then you have like a bath jelly that's 3D. You know, like chocolate in all those Easter bunnies and squirrels and stuff. Those could be cute. Sure, that is smelling really good. I can just, that's all I can just smell that. Right. The kettle boil. Might have. Yeah. Yeah, I think it did. Quite a good investment. There's lots of things you can do with it. Right, so that's in place. Yeah, maybe. And that's in place. And we're going to put stars in. Because they're shiny. Okay? Now what we do need is a measuring cup, because I'm not really good at the measuring thing. But we do need a measuring cup over here. Cellulose, yes. Gelatine. In this particular case. It's not normally, but in this particular case. If you see cellulose in my recipes, it's gelatine. I sometimes have to disguise my recipes on my website, you understand? So the people who are copying my recipes for their websites don't know what cellulose is. Okay. Now, so, I think what I'm going to do is, no wait, it's a different, no, it's different. Okay. 8 level dessert spoons of cellulose. She was very good. Oh, that's a tablespoon. Because I haven't got a dessert spoon here. This thing should work. It's probably got a bit more in it. Okay, but it'll be fine. Think this is going to crack when I put a lot of water in?
No, fine.
No.
It's fine.
There's already a crack here. Oh, can you see it?
Yes.
It's gonna break.
It'll be money. I say $5, it's not.
I say well.
Put it in plastic too. You don't need a measuring thing. Okay, so here's a measuring one. This one doesn't have measurements. Okay, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll do the measurements here and we'll see what we'll do. Right, so we need 8 of these. Excuse me. 6. Yep,
Would you mind to put this up on the floor?
not at all.
It's just bothering you.
It's in your space.
Please, please.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Not at all. Okay, there we go. So we have 8 of those. And now we need some coloring. I think we're going to have to do blues for midnight because you know we've got stars in it. Yeah. It's supposed to be powder coloring. Doesn't really matter. Okay, some blue colouring. And also remember that your cellulose is going to make a lot of greenish. Because you can see. Whatever you're going to put in there is going to have a greenish tinge. And we're going to have some fragrance. Let's just be safe. We'll go for some pear. And how much water do we now need? Maybe some more. Half a cup. Woo! She was not half a cup of fragrance. Okay. So half a cup. Do you think this is safe? I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Half cup, 125, eh?